guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I hope that you find some menu inspiration in this week's What's for Dinner video. If you do, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and let's get started. First up was some crock pot country style ribs, so I'm going to layer in some of the ribs. Then my husband is going to sprinkle on some of the Carolina honey dry rub that we got from Aldi. We're just going to alternate that until we finish all of our ribs, and then drizzle with some honey, cover with some barbecue sauce, and then cook on high for 8 hours. To go along with our ribs, we made some instant pot mac and cheese, some baked potatoes, some corn on the cob, and some brown and serve rolls, and this was a very good Sunday dinner. Next up, we are going to make curry, so first I'm going to dice this medium onion and then chop my chicken into bite-sized pieces. To my chicken, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of flour, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, as well as 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and give that all a good stir while I'm waiting for some olive oil and butter to warm up on the stove. Once my oil and butter are heated up, I'm going to add in my onions and cook for just a minute or two before adding in my chicken. Then I'm going to add my chicken and cook until it's completely cooked through, about 10 to 12 minutes. Once my chicken is cooked, I'm going to add in 4 cups of chicken broth and let that come up to a boil. Meanwhile, I have some jasmine rice cooking in the Instant Pot. This was the first time any of us had ever had curry, but my daughter requested it, so I found a way to make it, and I'm glad that she did because we all really loved it and we would definitely make it again. Next up, we had some homemade pizza, so first I'm going to cook the ground beef. I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and red pepper flake. For my pizza dough, to my mixer, I'm going to add in 2 cups of warm water, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, 5 cups of all-purpose flour, and 1 tablespoon each of red pepper flakes and Italian seasoning. I'm going to mix everything until a dough forms and then knead for 5 minutes. Once my dough is done kneading, I'm going to move it to a bowl that I have sprayed with nonstick spray and then cover with plastic wrap and let it rise for 30 minutes while my oven is preheating to 450 degrees. After my dough has risen, I'm going to deflate it, divide it into 2, roll it out onto a lightly floured surface, and then top it with a little sauce, ground beef, pepperoni, and mozzarella cheese. Then I'm going to bake it at 450 degrees for 20 minutes rotating the 2 pizzas halfway through. Here it is out of the oven, perfect for pizza and movie night. Next, my husband and I made some stuffed shells, so to start I'm going to brown up some ground beef and I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powder. After our ground beef is cooked, my husband is going to add in 2 jars of pasta sauce and season it with salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, and Parmesan cheese. He's going to mix everything really well, then put a lid on it and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, my husband's going to give it a good stir, check the seasonings, add in a little bit more Parmesan and onion powder, and then we're going to work on making the cheese mixture for the stuffed shells. So while our sauce is simmering and we have some jumbo shells boiling on the stove, we're going to make our cheese mixture. Our cheese mixture is ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, salt and pepper, onion powder and garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and red pepper flakes. Once our shells are almost completely done, we're going to take them out, rinse them with some cool water just so we can handle them, fill them with our cheese mixture, and then cover them with mozzarella cheese and bake them at 400 for about 20 minutes. Here they are out of the oven. These are delicious. They are definitely a family favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you found some menu inspiration. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!